The final boss. You beat this boss and you beat the game. Monster Hunter is always known for their massive monsters that are entirely different from what you have fought before, which makes it exciting to get through the game and fight this big bad. What Monster Hunter does is always interesting. A lot of times when they have their final boss, they trickle little hints here and there to what it could be. It is never shown what the monsters looks like at any point of the story until its fight actually comes up. This has been the case for pretty much all the Monster Hunter releases. Today we'll be talking about one final boss monster in particular, the big bad from Sunbreak itself, Gaismagorm. Who is this monster, and how does it connect to the story? Hello everyone, my name is SkojSkull, and welcome your faces to another video. Now before we get deep into this video, tell me what your favorite final boss monster is from whatever Monster Hunter release you enjoy. And leave a like and subscribe because we're about to gush all about this monster. Since we don't know much about this monster aside from its connection with Malzeno, it also takes a lot of Dragonators to even take out this beast. Something that the Monster Hunter fandom mentions that is pretty interesting, that since Gaismagorm is based on the devil and Malzeno on vampires, the fact that Malzeno shares a symbiotic relationship with Gyros, which initially belonged to Gaismagorm, might be a reference to Dracula and how he gained his powers by making a deal with the devil. Its design is very unique in the series, where it has multiple parts to it that change throughout the fight. It has red crystals lined along its arms and legs, and that can be chipped off. In a way like Shara's Falda, it can actually be used to harm the monster once it uses its vacuum-like attack to suck in the hunters, with abilities being similar to Safi'jiiva from Monster Hunter World Iceborne, where it gathers up energy to make itself stronger, and facial structure looking very similar to Ibushi and Nara from the base game. Might be a stretch to say that it's connected to Safi, but I feel like it's very possible that it could be connected to Narwa and Ibushi. Something that also tells more about the monster is the armor and weapons that you get from Gaismagorm. Aside from the armored weapons looking absolutely amazing, their descriptions can be a little disturbing, with each of the armor pieces called Gaismagorm, a demon of destruction arisen from the depths. We also get more information with each of the armor pieces. The helmet describes that it is of inhuman capacities, the chest piece, the body of all-consuming protection, the arms that hate all living things, the waist with a tail that sweeps away worlds, and finally the legs with feet that scar the soil they touch. Even the armor itself is pretty terrifying, with the fact that it will drain the user's health. I'm definitely not used to this armor set yet. I died way too many times with this set. It's worth mentioning that as well that the Safi'jiiva from World had a similar armor set skill, in which when attacking a monster your life will slowly decrease. The weapons have fun descriptions as well, with each weapon describing itself as a 14 terrors from the Black Abyss, each weapon going in this specific order. The Great Sword, Abyssal Eruption. The first was a great rising column of fire. The Long Sword, Abyssal Flicker. The second, a fork of deadly lightning. The Sword and Shield, Abyssal Sunburst. The third, a sun to dry even the sea. The Dual Blades, Abyssal Celestials. The fourth was a dark sun and pitted moon, which makes sense to the design of the one of the blades being the sun and the other shape look like the moon. The Lance, Abyssal Icicles. The fifth was ice shaped scraping the sky. The Floodlights, Abyssal Rock Slide. The sixth was a rage of mountains alive. The Hammer, Abyssal Windstorm. The seventh was a wind to wipe all away. The Hunting Horn, Abyssal Hollow. The eighth was a pit to swallow all things. The Switch Axe, Abyssal Torrent. The ninth was a torrent to wash all away. The Charge Blade, Abyssal Splitter. The 10th was a crevice to split the earth. Insectlave, my personal favorite, Abyssal Insectoid. The 11th was a horde to devour all. The Heavy Bowgun, Abyssal Nova. The 11th was like spreading stardust, Abyssal Hailstorm. The 12th was a hail raining from above. The Bow, Abyssal Void. The last turned the world to nothingness. Each of these weapons describes some forms of destruction that the user is about to bestow to the enemy. Also, there may be a typo for this since there are two 11th weapons, so we will assume that the Heavy Bowgun is the 13th. The build-up for Gaismagorm, I felt, was done pretty well, showing that there was more to the mystery of the leech-like creatures Kiryo. After killing the monster Malzeno, the Kiryo left his carrier back to its actual host. We then go back to talks of something going on at the Citadel, and how it may be cursed by the Archdemon of the Abyss. It was an old legend demon in the kingdom. It tells of a demon deep underground lying in wait. When people's hearts are filled with darkness, it will surface to destroy them. We are then set on an interesting quest where as you go through, there is no music, no endemic life. Nothing. The area around you is barren. Then as you go further, you are met with a dead Garen golem, as well as a few other monsters leading up to Lunagaron, who doesn't seem like your usual monster. Something's wrong as you enter the fight. There is no music. You check your settings to make sure that the music is turned up, but it is. This quest just becomes more and more unsettling. As the fight goes on and you do more damage to Lunagaron and break away its parts, you see its body start to glow more red, making the monster seem possessed. As you end the hunt, no music plays for your victory. This is more unsettling than the Kezu hunt itself. We then get the dialogue repeated by Dr. Tadori. When mankind is consumed by darkness and the land falls into chaos, the Archdemon of the Abyss shall rise from the earth. The Archdemon shall devour the land, turning souls into wandering flames, and those wandering flames shall feed the beast and return to darkness. A story ends, another begins. Wandering flames. I see you found your home. This definitely sets the mood for the monster with the wandering flames, referring to the curio returning to the true host Gaismagorm. The monster then reveals itself from the darkness that was keeping it in. The citadel collapses and out comes Gaismagorm. We then have the best epic clash that I probably have ever seen in a Monster Hunter game, with Admiral Gallius charging into battle with his crew, shooting 3 Dragonators at this beast just to take it down, with one being powered up to explode after impact. After the monster was brought back down to its hole, it was then revealed that Malzeno has a connection with Gaismagorm. It was also revealed that the Curio's real host was never Malzeno, and that it was Gaismagorm's this entire time, and that Malzeno had actually been trying to repel Gaismagorm this entire time. It is finally time to fight this monster, revealing itself after Malzeno was killed. It is ready to fight, sucking in the life that was taken from the other monsters it has killed through the Curios. The fight itself was incredible, with its crystallized back, massive multiple arms, and narwhal-like mouth. This monster is massive, doing everything we can to take this monster down, breaking down its crystallized back to have it hurt itself before its big move, sucking in everything. Being able to use the same Dragonator that the Admiral used was incredibly satisfying as well. Hearing that sound as it pierces from the heavens, the monster then gets brought down to a lower level, seeming a lot different from what it was, more evolved, its true form, causing so much chaos and destruction. It truly reveals itself as the demonic final boss of Sunbreak, with its beautiful red flames spreading throughout along its body, with Furain by your side, giving her an amazing moment, keeping the monster at bay, keeping it in the hole that it was trapped in for so many years. The massive beast was taken down. The big victory was short-lived, showing the Curio left its host to find another. This monster was absolutely incredible to fight, and definitely one of my favorite final bosses in Monster Hunter. The lead up to the monster was amazing, revealing a twist that was Gaismagorm all along, pulling the strings, waiting for its moment to shine. Let me know what you think about Gaismagorm. Is he your favorite final boss monster in Monster Hunter, or did you not like it? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to talk about it with you all. After all this, I absolutely love this monster. It's definitely a fun hunt, and I enjoy doing over and over again, gathering all of its beautiful armor and weapons. I cannot wait for more. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed the video, let me know by leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. I will see you all in the next video.